Dropping of an object from a high surface. Dropping of an object from a top of a building. Dropping of an object from the top of a building. Is it a fast change or a slow change? Divishi, mute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Dropping of if the question is for team A. Yes. Srihit?
Ma'am, it is a fast change.
Yes. Good. 1 mark for team A. And now the question, yeah, mute yourself. As soon as you give the answer, mute yourself. Now the question is for team B. And the question is drawing of, rusting of a nail or iron. Rusting of a nail or iron. Is it a slow change or a fast change? The question is for team B. The question is for team B. Just 1 second. Yes, Harsh.
Ma'am, slow change, ma'am.
Yes, good. Slow change. 1 mark for team B. Okay. 1 second. Don't raise your hand. Don't raise your hand, Hanvita. You have any doubt? Yes, what happened?
Ma'am, what we should do, ma'am? I joined now only.
We are having a quiz competition, Hanvita. So we have to do it fast. Yes. Now the question is for team A. You all know who are in the team A? Okay. Carbon dioxide dissolved in water forms which acid? Carbon dioxide dissolved in water forms which acid? The question is for team A. Yes. If you know the answer, then only you have to ask, then only you have to raise your hand. Yes, Bhuvan?
Carbon acid, ma'am.
Yes, what you told? Yes, Bhuvan? Because you'll be getting only one chance. Yes, Bhuvan?
Carbon acid, ma'am.
No, it's the wrong answer. It's the wrong answer. So those who know the answer, then only you have to raise your hands. If not, you'll lose the marks. Okay. So now the question is for team B. Yes, the same question. I'm passing it to team B. Yes, who are going to take up? For team B, the question is for team B. Carbon dioxide. When, yes. You want me to repeat the question once again? Carbon dioxide, when dissolved in water, forms which acid? Yes, the question is for team B. Who are going to give the answer? Yes, team B. 3 participants raise the hand. Okay. Rudranish, you are in team A. Please keep your hands down. Team A, your turn is finished. Yes. If you are sure that you are going to give the answer, then only raise your hand. Bharadwaja is raising the hand. Are you sure you want to give the answer? Bharadwaja, keep your camera on. Switch on your cam. Yes, Bharadwaja, switch on your camera. Yes. What about others? Team B. Can't give. Yes. Tanushree.
Ma'am, acid rain.
Sorry. What is that acid? Yes, Tanushree.
Ma'am, acid rain.
No, my question was, it is the wrong answer. My question was, when carbon dioxide is dissolved in water, it forms which acid? Okay, both the teams, you have lost. Now, who can give me the correct answer? Yes, Bharadwaja?
Carbon dianic acid.
No. Okay, I'll give you the answer. It is carbonic acid. Carbonic acid, which is being dissolved. Carbon dioxide, when dissolved in water, it gives carbonic acid, which you can find in soft drinks. Yes, Harsh,
Ma'am, from that time I'm raising my hand, ma'am.
you can even
I
raise
know
your
the
hand in the
answer.
chat box. You can even raise your hand in the chat box so that I can see you easily.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, those. Now the question is finished. You can keep your hands down. Please, everyone in the chat box, please keep your hands down. So I'm asking you the third question, and the question is for 1 second. I'll admit everyone now. They are joining. Jashwant, Joshit Yadav, they have joined now.
Jeshwant, ఇద్దరు ముగ్గురు ఇప్పుడు జాయిన్ అయ్యారు.
Yes. Now the question is, what is the chemical formula which you can write for common salt? For common salt, what is the chemical formula? What you'll say that it is sodium chloride. What is the formula which you write for sodium chloride? Yes, Bharadwaja. Please don't give the wrong answers. If you're sure, then only raise your hands. The question is for team A. What is the formula which you'll write for sodium chloride? Yes, children. Raise your hands in the chat box. Raise your hand in the chat box. If you're sure, then only raise your hand. Yes, Vishwan is raising the hand. Yes, Vishwan. You can unmute yourself. Yes.
NaCl.
Yes, good. NaCl. Okay. So team A got 1 mark, 1 more mark. Okay. Yes. So now the question is for team B. You can mute yourself, children. You can mute yourself. Now the question is for team B. Be ready. If you're sure, then only give me the answer. If not, you lose a mark. Okay. So chemical changes are also called as, chemical changes are called as, are they permanent or temporary? Chemical changes are temporary or permanent. Devishi is raising the hand. Yes, Devishi.
Ma'am, temporary changes, ma'am.
No, you have lost the mark. They are permanent changes. Chemical changes are permanent changes. So you lost the mark, team B. Now the question is for team A. Okay. From where can I get the color? I don't know. Because only blue colors. Yeah. So the question is for team A. Just 1 second, children. So now the question is for team A. Spoiling of milk is a desirable change or an undesirable change? The question is for team A. The question is for team A. Yes. If you're sure, then only raise your hand. Yes, Srihit. Anvita, if you're sure, then only raise your hand.
Ma'am, undesirable changes.
Yes, undesirable change. You got 1 mark. Good. Now it's the turn of team B. I'll be asking a question to team B. Be ready. Ripening of fruits. Is it a desirable change or an undesirable change? Ripening of fruits. The question is for team B. Ripening of fruits. These 2 children have raised their hands. Who's this? Okay, Divishi. If you're sure, then only give the answer. Yes, Divishi. Oh, just 1 second. Yes, Divishi.
Ma'am, by mistake.
Please keep your hands down and keep your camera on. Yes, fast. Yes, Harsh.
Ma'am, undesirable change.
Ripening of fruits.
Undesirable change, ma'am.
Okay. So, yes, ripening of fruits, cooking, growth of trees. If they grow, if they ripen, the fruits, if they ripen, then only you can be able to eat them. Then how it will be a desirable change? I mean, undesirable change. It will be a desirable change. If they ripen, if they rotten, if they spoil or rotten, then it will be an undesirable change. Okay. Ripening of fruits is a desirable change, children. Okay, again you lost, team B. Yes, now it's a turn for team A. Listen the question properly and then try to answer it. If not, you lose the marks. Okay, now the question is for team A. And the question is, there are gaps between the railway tracks. There are gaps in between the railway tracks. For what they will keep the gaps in between the railway tracks? Why they keep the gap? It's the question for team A. You can raise your hand. Yeah, 4. It's the question. You can keep your hands down, team B. Team B children can keep their hands down because it's the question for team A now. Yes, team A children. Yes, Rudranish.
To allow expansion, ma'am.
Yes, good. To allow expansion. Okay. So team A got one more mark. And now the question for team B. You have to mute yourself as soon as you get the answer. Now the question is for team B. Be careful, listen properly, and then try to give the answer. And the question is, when you pour hot water on the surface of a glass, which is made up of, which is very delicate, what happens when you pour hot water on the surface of a cold uh, glass? What happens? Yeah, one second, children. I'll admit everyone. Yes, team B. What happens to the glass when you pour? Yes. Yes, Harsh.
Ma'am, it breaks.
Yes, good. It breaks. 1 mark for team B. Okay, now the question is for team A. Now the fifth question. Be careful and give the answer. Is a question for team A now. Just 1 second. If you mix something, if something is mixed in the edible things, like the things which you are getting from the packets which you are getting from outside, if there is something mixed, especially the spices or especially the edible things like grains, if something is mixed in that, what is that called as? Mixing of inferior quality substitutes in the superior quality is called as mixing of, yes, Hitansh?
Ma'am, adulteration.
Good. It's called as adulteration. Okay, team A got 1 mark. And now the question is for team B. Yes, you can mute yourself. Now the question is for team B. When a substance has only one kind of molecules in it, what is that substance called as? When nothing is mixed in that, it has only one kind of molecules in it, then what is it called as? What type of substance is it? Yes, now the question is for team B. So I'll check who's raising the hand. Yes, Srihit, you can unmute yourself.
I'm team A, not B.
Oh, then why you're raising? Please keep your hands down.
I forgot to keep it down, ma'am, after last.
Yes, okay, one second. Harsh. Yes, Harsh.
Ma'am, solvent.
No, I'm just asking about the material. What is it called? The mixture. What is that mixture called as? The mixture is called as what? If it is mixed.
Solution, ma'am, solution.
Okay. I'll give the answer and then I'll give you the marks. So it is called as a pure substance. It is called as a pure substance. Now the question is for team A. If the substance is, now I have asked that if the substance is uh, not mixed with anything, if it has only one kind of molecule, then it is called as pure substance. And you just tell me if it is mixed with any other substance, if two or more substances are mixed together, then what is it called as? And one more thing. Yeah, just give me the answer and then I'll explain it. Yes, is the question for team A now? Yes, Hitansh.
Ma'am, that is adulteration, no, ma'am.
No. Not. I'm first listen the question.
Okay, ma'am.
Just now, which Harsh has told. For that question, the same question I'm asking.
Okay, ma'am.
From that question only I'm asking. Mute
Okay, ma'am.
yourself.
Okay, ma'am.
Pure,
Can you repeat the?
mute yourself. Pure substances, when they are mixed with something else, when one or two elements, one or two compounds are mixed together, then what is that type of solution called as? Yeah, one second, I'll unmute you. It's the question for team A. Please be careful while giving the answer. Yes, Bhuvan?
Ma'am, homogeneous mixture, ma'am.
Homogeneous mixture is okay. Yes,
Yes,
homogeneous.
ma'am. Homogeneous mixture.
Okay. Please mute yourself. And now the question is for team B. In the method of separation of impurities, if the grains are separated, if the stones are there in the grains, like rice, pulses, now the separation of different types of the different colored stones from the pulses or the rice is called as. Your mother will be separating everything. It is called as. Yes, Devishi. Okay, Tanushree. Tanushree also wants to give the answer. Yes, Tanushree.
Ma'am, hand picking.
Yes, good. Hand picking. Good. Okay, you can mute yourself. And now the question is for team A. Team A, the question is for you. The difference in weight of the components of a solid mixture is separated by difference. If there is a difference in between the weight of the compounds, some lightweight in the grain, some lightweight things are there, so they are separated by the method of, they are allowed to fall from the height, they are being allowed to fall from the height. That type of method is called as. If they are lightweight, they'll fall down with air. The method is called as. Yes. The question is for team A. Keep your camera on. Team A. Yes, Hanvita.
Ma'am, winnowing, ma'am.
Winnowing. Yes, good. You can mute yourself.
Okay, ma'am.
Now the question is for team B. You just want to drink the tea. So there is a lot of tea powder in that. You have prepared the tea. How you will separate that tea powder from the tea? Yes. Yes, Tanushree.
Ma'am, filtration.
Yes, good. It's filtration. So team B got 1 mark. Okay, now the question is for team A. We have got only 1 minute left. I'll ask A